What's up? It's me, Jake Sebastian Pimento. Here are my projects that I'm working on at the GRC 315 final illustration, including comic books, classical novels, and sculpting new characters. My first project is I created three different kinds of mind map discussion for the public domain stories. I chose The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, and The Secret Garden. That includes characters, theme, and settings. Next up is the next up I chose from before I'm doing sketching with thumbnails. I chose the Secret Garden. Then on the right side, I drew some characters on it with the kids are orphan. And finally, and then on the website is the door that can travel where the secret garden is. Followed by the Aesop Fables or public domain story progress. For the illustration on the book, The Secret Garden, I designed the keyhole which can follow the trail of the secret garden. Next up, the swing hanging on a tree, and finally the hanging keys where next to the door is. And finally, I drew some orphan kids that can follow where the secret door is in an orphan place. And here's my video. And here's my video that explained that explain what my sketch drawing is using different kinds of graphite pencils to make it more shader to then I make it more shade from whitest to darkest. Well, my name is Jake. next, here's my 10 different gesture drawings called, and I picked the bedtime stories with Adam Sandler and Kerry Russell. Now, it's about he just telling a bedtime story to the kids, but but his but his bedtime stories do dreams do come true. It's about it's about it's about romantic, western, and action, like like the gladiator who was dating with with her, and also and also raining gumballs do is when making the dreams do come true. But I didn't. But I tried to. But I tried to fit inside the boxes to make it to give him to make it more wide or not smaller. And fine. Next up, my latest Illustrator presentation. I chose I chose Michael Husar, who's the most American Baroque painter who paints horror characters, including like the Hans Memling, Sin City, Lover's Eye, RX, and other etc. of different horror characters. They're more familiar like Stephen King. But one of those paintings looks has a celebrity familiar looks has a celebrity who looks like David Bowie. But he just passed away in 2016. Another look familiar, like creepy context and creepy figures. Now Michael Husar, who used different oil paintings like whole vivid or dark color styles, and that's how they painted like this. Next one is my own comic book story characters design. I drew three different characters: Wilma, Ombrax, and Shadow Beast. Now Wilma's now now Wilma's became a candlestick head that can light it up for seeing the dark and to see the city in dark. Here's my set. Here's my setting. It I sketched the road and shaping it in perspective between the forest and hills, and the buildings are shaped like candlesticks. During the night, during the night, when the candlesticks light it up, that can see very clearly before Umbrex might ruin the whole city and destroy it. Now here my layout design that I scheduled some speech dot bubbles or speech bubbles that of what the character is talking about. so next one and after I just covered it out in Photoshop to give us a shade of yellow description that can relate to my comic book story theme. And I and then I just put some different text fonts on the speech or dot bubbles too. And finally some with my splash pages, I just put the title on called The Amazing Journey at Wax Rebellion. It's just carving out on a fat candle. In the raindrops, it looks kind of melted. Now the figure, now the Wilma, he comes to the shadowy figure that you can't see in the building during the night. They're facing walking between the road on the road between the forest and the buildings. On the front cover, which that reference of splash pages. And finally, my armature sculpture. So I designed I just draw a gazelle wearing a gown, you know, by facing front, back, left, and right. And use it you may know. So I just use different kinds of wire to look like this. It's a 18 gauge galvanized steel wire. You know, but it's very but my two before I tried to sculpting my sculpt with to cover the wire. It used to be look like this, like in a 2D dimensional style. So here are my 5 videos. Here are my 5 videos that I paint that I created my own sculpture in 3D dimensional style. then then I tried to bake it. Then I tried to bake it look to make it hard or without soft. But it comes closer. But unfortunately, my antler will be reaching on top of the stove. Next, followed by I painted by using white paint. And over here And over here, I almost finished by using different colors of and using oil paints too. And and also here's here I face my sculpt. I took a picture of my completed sculpture from facing front, back, left, and right. I used it. I painted a blue, um, burnt sienna, red, dioxide purple, crimson green, green and terracotta. And here's my video that I that that I rotated my whole sculpture. And this and that is all of my projects that I work hard on GRC 315 illustration. Bye bye.